Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in Northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
We got this.
Ready. 18 Gator.
It's going to be a long day.
Fight.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Ryan Succop for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Jaguars 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go, baby. New turnover. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Now.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Switch up.
Get it.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Down. 50. Plant.
Check. Watch 54.
Hey, orbit.
Watch the pass. Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
Yo, go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big run that time by Henry, and even 50 yards.
Hey, 4 down. Mark 50. Watch the curve.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Going underneath for Lewis. Past the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He's going to air one out. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Minshew throwing on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost, hold on to it. Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try to defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or set packages, don't they?
And Walker has it. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. On fourth down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Minshew sets to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Here we go.
That's 50 plants.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings
Ready?
up 2nd
60 outlaw.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hit it.
Fournette running right. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go again.
Now.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's got this down to the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. 80 weapons. Hey, Jet.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19.
Ready up.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's 2nd down. Fournette running out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Hey, exit.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Ready?
Now Minshew. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Team 6.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. After the penalty, it's Henry. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Come on, set. 60 or. Hey, high 7. Let's go.
Now on second and 16. Tannehill. It's caught. Humphreys. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Mariota to throw it, eluding the pressure right, completes it to Davis. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Titans take their first down at their own 18-yard line.
Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. This one caught by Davis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running jet sweep here, Humphries. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 line. General West. 6. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Right through him.
Boom, bam, biff.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. A big pickup there on the run. 30 yards. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Alpha.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Succop, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On the ready.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Cut.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Oh, and they hadn't stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Mike, 44. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Josh Allen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long here for Mariota. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Tannehill. Complete. This is Lewis. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
15. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run forward with Henry. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake.
At their own 1-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fournette. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
I'm going back to you.
Throwing now, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows